best cities I've ever traveled to usually have a blend of old culture and new culture, a food scene, an art scene, ancient architecture tucked among efforts to modernize, complete juxtaposition. Oaxaca is top-notch in all of these categories and really just exploded our senses with the unexpected. After a couple days of enjoying Oaxaca's urban offerings, it was time to get to the countryside and learn more about the traditions that have been in place for centuries and still thrive today. Oh, so pretty. We traveled to the village of Santa Ana and were hosted by this magnanimous woman, Dalia. She effortlessly multitasked with a smile on her face and managed to teach us many cooking techniques while also directing her family to prepare the next ingredients.
Like this, now you get to squash it. So flip that over.
So a memela is what the tortillas you're making because they're a bit thicker, but she's pinching.
Show me.
Okay, help you.
She's a little scared by her.
Muy bien, sí.
Dalia is maintaining traditional Zapotec methods of farming, cooking, and overall way of life.
So it has like a limestone taste that kind of prevents things from. Oh wow!
Almost landed.
There you go. You've met a new. O más quesillo.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Ajá. Muy bien, muy bien. She's already sipped the ash.
So the ash goes into the water.
Mira, ya está hirviendo. Si se dan cuenta, ahora le voy a dejar caer el maíz.
Is the cocoa, everything's already...
Le echan aquí el clavo, pimienta.
Without sugar? With sugar. Yes, with sugar. Our guide was named America, and our host was named Dalia. Both are incredible women, extremely good with kids, and patient with my millions of questions. Muy linda. No manos. Is it too tight or is it okay?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Utilizar ya está deshidratado. Tenemos lo que es el ajo, clavo, pimienta, comino y la hoja santa. El pollo ya se cocinó, ya pusimos el pollo a esto.
This is a tetela, and it's a triangle-shaped tortilla dish, to say so. They flattened out the tortilla, then put a lovely leaf called hoja santa, the holy leaf, and then Dalia put a bit of asiento, which is pork fat that's been seasoned and cooked, and then some string cheese, some beans, some black beans that are seasoned with hierba de conejo, which is a really aromatic leaf, but when you smell it fresh, it doesn't really have like a lot to it. It's when you cook it. And then she put some guaje seeds on there, which are pretty incredible.
And I had some of the salsa.
Yeah.
What was in the salsa?
The salsa is a really nice roasted tomato, garlic, and chili, which she put inside the comal, so it was directly like almost on the wood fire. And then she grinded it with the mortar, and she made that incredible spicy salsa.
I'm sweating.
Oops! Do you need a napkin?
There you go.
Dripping a little bit.
Você vai ver, não é só aqui que o sol ilumina, coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência.
At Monte Alban, we picked up a guide at the gate. He quickly brushed over history and spent more time pointing out the medicinal and useful properties of plants we were walking by. It was an unexpected but welcomed twist to our days of learning.
Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar.
We let our imaginations wander as we walked among the ruins of this ancient civilization. This Zapotec city began in 500 BCE, reached its peak a couple hundred years later, and was pretty well abandoned by 500 AD. 1,000 years of society on this hill. Alright, try your Tlacolula.
It's a good pizza.
Tlacolula Market is a tradition that's lasted centuries and still bustles to this day. Street food, meat, produce, equipment, toys, handicrafts are packed into several city blocks and into a large building. Our lovely guide, America, encouraged us to try some exotic fruits and some mouth-watering street food. I ended up buying a couple of belts and some mezcal. Xander picked out an intricately painted sculpture, and the ladies bought Zapotec-designed aprons.
This is a Zapotec fruit.
You want to take the fruit or this? We got some spice.
It's spicy.
And you could dump it over some teriyaki sauce, like just overchop it and like that by yourself. That would be a good idea.
Passarinho na janela e o fusquinha na calçada, bicicleta amarela e o calor de madrugada são lembranças de nós dois. Vai você depois deixa a porta.
You can put your hands in if it helps, but the more weight you put on one side, the easier it is.
Tara picked up a stomach bug and was down for the count. I stayed with her while Nicole and Xander partook in a variety of traditional crafts with a group of lovely women.
E os seus lábios nos meus lábios, e os seus olhos me olhando, e o sol já vai subir.
Ya vamos de regreso después. Sí. Vinimos a ver.
I would gladly return to Oaxaca to continue exploring its food and art scene, but alas, our journey must continue southward.